Mr. Bingo was a farmer that lived in a universe similar to ours. This universe was pretty much the same, except animals had an extraordinary ability to compete as athletes. Like our planet, Planet Earth, Mr. Bingo's planet was one that loved sports. But sports weren't played by humans, they were played by animals. You see, Mr. Bingo had a dream of raising all sorts of animals to become stellar athletes and competitors. Mr. Bingo's community of farmers would ride past his home and his land, and they would just laugh. See, he was the laughing stock of his community. They would regularly play tricks on him and prank him. And over time, bitterness started to get set deep into his heart. Mr. Bingo said, "Man, if I ever get the chance to raise any animals to become athletes, I'm going to do whatever I can to be great. I'm going to be the world's greatest farmer." Mr. Bingo went to bed that night and woke up at 4:30 a.m. before the sun was out. And he went out to feed all of his animals. He fed the chickens and the cows and the sheep. And as he was walking across his barn, he noticed a shining light coming from the doors. And out of curiosity, he went to go see what it was. When he stepped into the barn, he noticed a golden goose egg. And he didn't know what to think of it. He didn't know what was going on, but he had some suspicions that the other farmers were playing a trick on him. And he went to go throw the egg away. As he was going to throw the egg away, he kind of felt some knocking on the inside of the egg. Really fast knocking. And the egg started to hatch, and it hatched, and all of a sudden, a golden goose came out. And he was running across the barn. I mean, just extraordinarily fast. And Mr. Bingo thought to himself, well, man, I'm going to enter this goose into the local animal race. The animal race had a grand prize of $50,000. He takes the goose to the race, and man, the goose gets first place. Mr. Bingo goes home with the prize. And as he gets home, he notices another golden goose egg. And this one was bigger, and it was heavier. And when this one hatched, another goose came out that was muscular. It was the most muscular goose that anyone had ever seen. And he said, well, I'm going to put this one in the local weightlifting competition. And he entered the competition, and he won that prize for $100,000. The next day, there was another goose egg, and this one, the goose was feisty. And when Mr. Bingo went to go pick it up, Mr. Bingo got hit with a 3-piece sandwich. And he was dazzled, but he said, you know what? I'm going to put this one in the local boxing competition. And every day, another egg would come with a new talent. And Mr. Bingo would enter these geese into a competition, and every day he would become richer and richer. All the other farmers were put to shame. Mr. Bingo had built a new house and expanded his land, and he said to himself, I am the greatest farmer who ever lived. But he wasn't just satisfied with that. He wasn't satisfied with receiving one golden egg every day. No, he wanted all the eggs inside of the mother. And word had gotten out somehow in the goose world that he was about to take all these eggs from the mother. And all these geese, they huddled around the barn. And they were all angry. And all of a sudden, the goose who had the extraordinary ability to rap, he was in these rap battles all the time, winning everything. He came out and he said, yo, dog, step away from my mom, or you will catch some hands from this entire mob. Yeah, you're a little snob. You're a greedy man, and you don't care. You're just mad because you ain't got no hair. We all know it's a toupee. Now we're all going to fly away. And all of a sudden, all these geese, hundreds, flew away with their mom. Mr. Bingo was left with nothing because he was consumed with his greed, and he wasn't patient.